WJXT Live and News 4 Jack's entire crew went out to feed some folks. We grabbed our friends at Tremendous Barbecue Food Truck and headed to the Solomon Calhoun Community Center. Take a look at community coming together.
The city of Jacksonville and all the surrounding areas are just starting to recover. Yeah, we were hit pretty hard. Our community has not experienced anything like this in decades.
We have some video taken a few hours ago as water was surging from the river into the Bell Riverside.
This is startling.
Another street that's been turned into a river as Southeast Georgia was also hit by Irma.
But we are the bold city. We will fully recover, rebuild, and reconnect our communities. We are all in this together.
Crews and neighbors, volunteers, helping to clean up all the trees that have been cut down.
First Coast strong.
You just have to take it one day at a time. Thank God for what it is, because we could be worse off. You know, I think about other places like Texas and other places that's really devastating. So I just thank God for what we have. I thank God for life, because that's more important than anything, you know. So I'm just happy to be alive. We as people need to come together, you know, no negative, just togetherness, because we all going through this together.
I agree.
So if we stand together, we can make it through it.
And we're standing together.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So I tell you, it's a good thing.
It's awesome. I mean, it is awesome. The outpour of all the people that want to donate things, donate their time is just perfect. Yeah, it shows a lot of help that, you know, the state of Florida that's in, that other people want to help, you know. I mean, that's great.
It feels good, but I'm telling you, because when you've been, since the storm, you know, you've been eating canned goods, and I kept telling my husband, I said, sure, it'd be good to not have a nice hot meal. And when I put it, I was like, food? I was like, oh my God, something hot. That's all you need, just something hot. You know, we can deal with the rest. You know what I'm saying? You just have to take it one day at a time.
All right, Lacey, Michael, and Bella, you guys are here at the shelter. What's the experience been like for you so far?
It's been a blessing. They've truly been there for us and helped us in amazing ways.
And how long have you guys been here?
We've been here now this is the second day.
And how long do you guys think you're gonna be here?
I'm really not sure at this time.
What kind of damage did you guys just sustain?
We're homeless. We've lost everything. Yes, it's okay.
And then how old is our beautiful little girl here?
6 weeks old. 6 weeks, yes.
Too. So, I mean, the one aspect is you do have the family all together. I'm sorry that you guys are having to deal with it under these circumstances. What's it like having Tremendous Barbecue come down and give you guys...
Oh, it's been wonderful having a home-cooked meal, yes.
Yes. Hot meal, good.
And they've been taking good care of you as best they can down here?
Yeah.
More than they even can. They've been going out of their way, going to the store, getting toys for the kids, doing over and beyond their job.
Well, good luck to you guys. I hope things turn around for you, and yeah, we'll be on the lookout. So thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much.
Very involved with the community and coming down to West Augustine to give food to people in need. What's it like for you?
You know, it's interesting because we were here after Hurricane Matthew, and we saw the devastation to the people in Davis Shores and a lot of people who still haven't been able to get back to their homes. So to be back here less than a year later, you know, these people, a lot of them are at St. Francis Shelter, and their shelter now for the second time in a row has been destroyed, and it's going to need a lot of work. So these people are dealing with this, are taking it in stride. They've got good attitudes, and it means so much because we're a part of this community and we feel the effects of this storm. So I think to be able to say, hey, we have a meal for you, a good meal at that, and to be able to shake some hands and just, you know, encourage them, there's nothing better than that, you know.
And I've seen you sharing the hug, so I know that also goes a long way. Because, I mean, yeah, we all want a good meal, but just to know that people in our community are supporting others in the community, that's pretty major.
Well, and I was going to say, you know, we've been getting a lot of stories, pictures, video, and people who just want to talk about what they're going through. And, you know, to have a sympathetic ear, I mean, I have power. I feel so blessed just to have power. So for me to say, hey, tell me your story. What are you going through? I mean, there's just nothing better than that, to have somebody who can listen to you, relate to you, talk with you, and just kind of get you through these tough times. And I think that's what makes this community so cool, is that people who have nothing helping people who have something, people who have something helping people who have nothing. I mean, it's just this full circle that just, you know, makes it so much easier to deal through this very difficult time.
So, I mean, I feel very lucky that, I mean, I have power, but just to be able to come out and be a part of the community and show some love. I always talk about River City Live, support your locals, so that's what we're trying to do here. So Mark is doing his thing. He's finding out a little more information, so let's go check in and see what he's got for you.
Thanks, Rance. Right now I'm with Terry, the owner of Tremendous Barbecue. Terry, we met several times. You've been on our show, but not under these type of circumstances. Obviously, the devastation just swept through Jacksonville with Hurricane Irma. So let me ask you this. You've been a resident all your life. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never at all. Never.
Now let's talk about your call to action. You've been helping out so many people. Like right here is a prime example. It's a rec center turned into a Red Cross shelter, and you're providing free meals to these people.
Right. We try to feed, actually the month of September, due to September 11th, we try to feed all first responders for the whole month of September. We've done that a couple years in a row. And we're actually working with JEA now. We're trying to feed as many linemen as we can to, you know, so that they can continue to restore power. And anytime we're called on this, we like to give back when we can.
Absolutely. I know you're really passionate about that, passionate about your community, and that's why you're here. Let me ask you this, on a personal side, how many free meals have you donated already?
We, you know, it's hard to say because even we were feeding first responders before this happened. I don't really look at it till the end of the month. But with that being said, you know, the Septembers that we've done it, it's the best Septembers we've ever had. It's like the more we give away, the more we do.
That's awesome. And I think that's a tribute to everybody who lives in this area. We see that. We appreciate that. And we want to support our local businesses, especially the ones that are going above and beyond. How were you personally affected by it, your house and your family?
Personally, not terrible. I mean, we worked all the way through it. We struggle at the restaurant with employees because, you know, they have issues that they have to deal with, and I have to try to be sensitive to that. But at the same time, I have to keep my obligations. So it makes it difficult in that respect.
And let me ask you this. When you talk about the calling of just helping out, you know, just like going all in and just donating food and your time and your resources, where does that come from?
Lifelong resident of Jacksonville. I grew up with 14 brothers and sisters.
This is in your family. This is part of who you are.
It is.
Let me ask you this. In the not too distant future, when you are back on your feet and the community, what can we do to help you out?
You know, that's a tough question. I mean, we're good. We're good.
That's good to hear. But I guess it doesn't hurt, right? Just to come on by, support local businesses all around, support your community, and just keep giving back. That's amazing. So just in a little bit, you're going to be opening up the car and putting smiles on a lot of people's faces. What does that mean to you?
It's great. And I don't want to take all the credit either. There's a lot of food trucks in the community in Jacksonville, and any one of them that you call would do the same thing that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, Terry, you are a class act. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you, even more so today. So thanks again for all you're doing, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
That's amazing. That was really well put together, too. So kudos to Justin Miller for doing that. It's just amazing to see what the community can come out and do. And gosh, that family is homeless now. And they're not, of course, alone in that, but it's just when you see it like that.
And, you know, working for an organization like this, you have the unique ability to go beyond the stories that you see on TV and actually talk to these people and see the situations and the little baby, you know, with the baby bottle. And, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, how much supplies and resources do they have right now, if any?
Baby formula is...
Yeah, it's just, it's unbelievable. Yeah, diapers, and you know, especially when you see the kids, you know, there's just so many resources. And some people that were at that shelter were moved from another shelter across town because it started to flood.
That particular shelter has 130 some odd beds that weren't completely full, but they expect people to kind of flow in and out throughout the coming days. So
And I'll just
go ahead.
I'll just say what everyone's thinking. Do you think Melanie has baby fever now?
You know, and real quick, what I was gonna say to you, you know, a lot of people were on the mend and we have power and we're getting better, but there's still a lot of people out there that are really hurting. RiverCityLiveTV.com, we will link a lot of different organizations where you could help out. So stick around, more to come right after this.